Thanks, guys. How are we doing? Everyone nice and coffeeed up, or are you still sleepy? I'll take silence as sleepy, fair enough. I'll rattle through this. I'm taking a slightly different tack because I'm not a tech business, but what I am is part of the business support that's available in Cornwall. So this is more for the entrepreneurs, perhaps, or the leaders in the group, and I'm going to give you the top 5 skills for you to become an entrepreneur. So the next tech, the next Toby Parkins of Head Forwards, or all of the guys that we've seen today. So Growth and Skills Hub is here to support businesses from before they start all the way up through their growth journey, and it's fully funded and free. So there's a lot of funded support for businesses to grow in Cornwall, and my bit is around the skills. But there's a bit of an arrogance here, so why are we telling you what a top 5 is? So how do we know, and who are we to tell you that? Well, we've worked with over 4,000 businesses locally, and all of those have had a pretty deep one-to-one session. And the data mining from our CRM shows us that these are the right top 5. But also we care, we kind of give a shit that we want to boost the local economy. So we want Cornwall to grow, and we want more people to come here, and we want businesses to flourish. And we want them to be ticking off these 5 all the time. We want them to be 5 out of 5 on all of them. So let's whiz through. So number 1, the biggest thing that businesses don't have when we go and see them, and this isn't just tech businesses, this is across the board, is a strategy. And Paul had a great phrase, and I've forgotten it already now, I've tried to remember it, but around you don't do the hands-on anymore, you look at what's next and what's coming next. And a lot of businesses don't do that. They're still busy doing the hands-on work. So they haven't looked to the future, and they can't say to themselves, I see the bigger picture. So how do you know if you do strategy well? There are a couple of things here. You already know where you're heading. So you know what the destination is going to be, and you know what the route is to get there, but you also know the people that you need in order to reach that destination. But also, I guess going back to Paul again, you do a lot of reading, so you know about your industry, so you know who the other players are, you know who the marketplace is, and you know who your competitors are, but you also know what they're doing, and you look to be a little bit ahead of them, so that people come to your business rather than others. So yeah, number 1, strategy, seeing that bigger picture. Number 2, marketing and sales. So you might have a great product, you've designed this awesome product, and you're sitting there going, yes, this is fantastic, but it turns out nobody knows about it. And if nobody knows about it, nobody's going to buy it. So you haven't really got a viable business there. You haven't got a great product. Does anyone know what this is? Anyone under 40 know what this is? Yeah. I'll get you to look it up later. It's anyone know then? You guys must know. Betamax. So yeah, you read up the story about Betamax versus VHS. Betamax was a much better piece of kit, the like pinnacle of technology, costed a little bit more, and VHS came in and did a slightly worse piece of kit that was a bit cheaper, so they got the mass market and they won the game. And so now nobody knows what a Betamax is anymore. So yeah, marketing and sales. Can you say that you've got happy customers? Not only happy customers existing now, but you've got a pipeline, so you know where your next customers are coming from and you know how to reach them. And how do you measure if you're any good at marketing and sales? Show of hands who would say they're good at selling and talking to people. One at the back, another one, but actually one from the group. So okay, that's interesting. So can you pitch your product and service? Can you do that awful Dragon's Den? Can you talk to someone on the way up the stairs when grabbing a coffee about what it is that you do and whether they want to buy it or not? But how well do you research the market? So not just other people designing the same stuff, but who's going to buy the thing that you're putting together? And so do you understand your customer? But actually, if the environment changed, so the dot-com crash, things like that, can you adapt to that change? Do you know what you're going to do next? So yeah, number 2, marketing and sales. Number 3, financial competence. This is where I fall down quite a lot. This is, do you know the numbers in the business? So any spreadsheet wonders and numbers wonders? Who does all the old guys at the back? So anyone do their own budget for their personal spending? Okay, fair enough, cool. So you're already a step ahead there. So you've got the technical skills and the financial competence to understand accounting and reporting. But also things like cost accounting, I don't really know what that is. And tax strategy, I don't know what that is. But if you're running a successful business, you know that you can save quite a lot of money in these areas. So if you've got those technical skills, can you use that data to inform you of what your next moves are going to be? So it starts to then inform your strategy and starts to perhaps change some of the processes you've got in place and help you set up new projects because there's a bit more cash than you thought you had or a bit less in some areas. So yeah, number 3, financial competence, knowing the numbers. Number 4, efficiency. Another thing we find is businesses are hilariously inefficient, doing things a slow way round or not even using the basic technology to get them where they need to be. So this slide is a guy called Jacob Nielsen, who I've never heard of and I don't know who he is. Do you know him? Brilliant. Ah, cool. This is Master Jacob Nielsen, who we're all aware of. He's got 3 tips. Simplify, simplify, simplify. Now if you... Is he? Okay, I'm about to slag him off, so sorry guys. Sorry, Facebook Live as well. If you understand efficiency, you've probably already seen something in this and a way to make it more efficient. Anyone hazard a guess? Just put simplify. Don't have it 3 times, have it once. So things like that, so making things more efficient. So things like time management, using a more lean approach to the business. And I think the tech sector is much better at things like agile, so doing things in better ways, making things quicker. But even if you're just slightly better at Excel, that simplifies a process. If you can do, pivot tables I was trying to work out the other day. So if you can do that, you're already you're saving hours of time, and that the tech isn't necessarily holding you back. So boom, that was very quick. That's an hour's presentation in how many minutes have I done? 8 minutes? Have I got 2 more minutes to go?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, efficiency, you see. So top 5, sitting right there, note them down, stick them in your minds, remember them. And what we're going to do now is test you, a live testing, but nobody has to talk to anyone, thankfully. You just do it digitally. So if you've got a phone, which I guess you have, and it's connected to the internets, go to menti.com. And particularly the leaders in the room, the guys running businesses, you do it as well. But go to menti.com and then type in that code, so 715998. Where is the mouse? All right, I'm going to just move out into the internet. No, I'm not. Menti.com.
What's the code?
And it is 715998. So 71, 59, 98. Does it not work?
No, it doesn't work.
Ooh. So number 6 is always test the links in your presentations. Okay, abort. Switch off the Facebook Live. That never happened. Well, let's do a quick live one. So number 1 strategy. Who would say they're strategic? Show of hands. So people already running businesses and a couple, that's pretty cool. Number 2, marketing and sales, but probably more selling. So who's good at selling? Again, the guys running businesses, that's good. 1 there and a couple, so that's low. We'll put that as 1. Finance and accounting, boring stuff. That's getting higher, actually, so that's a good one. That's a medium, that's about a 3. What about efficiency then? Oh, that's strong. That's a 4 out of 5, I'd say, if not 4.5. That's really good. And then leadership, that's a challenging one for the arrogant guys in the room. Who's number 5 in leadership? Some people got that's lower, but maybe because I upset the room there by saying arrogance. So yeah, leadership's that's a really important one. So let's pretend the Menti thing didn't happen. And that will be that. Top 5 skills. Thanks a lot, guys.